Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com. Now, with today's Panther preview, here is Brian Winnekins.
From Durand, Arkansas High School, tonight's boys high school basketball non-conference basketball as Durand, Arkansas hosts Baldwin, Woodville. This is the Advent Health Panther preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. Well, for the Panthers, they are 13-3 overall after their 61-41 win over Shitek Weyerhaeuser last night. For Baldwin Woodville, it's been a struggle for them this year. They're 2-14 on the season after their 62-59 loss to Osceola. For the Panthers, Brett Breidung is the leading scorer at 13 points a game. Billy Weisenbeck, their leading rebounder, with 5 rebounds a game. For Baldwin Woodville, Luke Yankee is the leading scorer with 11 points a game. He's also the leading rebounder at 7 rebounds a game. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther preview, we're going to talk with Durand, Arkansas head coach Justin Radetsky about the win over Shitek Weyerhaeuser and tonight's game against Baldwin Woodville. But coming up first on the Advent Health Panther preview, we'll tell you who won where and who's playing where on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. That's coming up next on our Advent Health Panther preview. Brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand, Arkansas boys basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As we get ready for tonight's Durand, Arkansas Baldwin Woodville boys basketball game, let's run down scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Boys basketball last night in the Darylin Conference. Cochran Fountain City defeats Osseo Fairchild 54-43. Melrose Mindoro over Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran 53-41. Oliva Strum defeats Gilmanton Independence 73-47. Augusta over Alma Center Lincoln 54-51. Whitehall, they defeat Blair Taylor 89-71. Dunn St. Croix Conference basketball in a game heard here on WRDN. Durand, Arkansas defeats Shitek Weyerhaeuser 61-41, while it was Boyceville over Alma Pepin 71-52. Middle Border Conference boys hoops last night. Altoona over Amory 71-65. Osceola defeats Baldwin Woodville 62-59. Prescott defeats Ellsworth 63-50. St. Croix Central wins over Somerset 63-59. Girls basketball from last night, it was Oliva Strum defeating Alma Pepin 58-38 in the Darylin Conference, in the Dunn St. Croix. Durand, Arkansas wins, defeating Glenwood City 43-27. Spring Valley over Clear Lake 61-47. Colfax, they defeat Mondovi 66-35. And it was Boyceville over Shitek Weyerhaeuser 61-28. Middle Border Conference girls basketball last night. St. Croix Central defeats Amory 67-40. Tonight in basketball on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard in boys basketball in the Darylin Conference, Alma Center Lincoln is at Brookwood. Dunn St. Croix Conference tonight, along with the Durand, Arkansas Baldwin Woodville game. Clear Lake is at Glenwood City. Shitek Weyerhaeuser plays at Mondovi. Colfax travels to Plum City, Elmwood, and Boyceville is at Spring Valley. In the Middle Border Conference tonight, Somerset plays at Altoona. Baldwin Woodville again playing here at Durand, Arkansas. Meanwhile, in the girls basketball in the Durand Conference. Whitehall at Blair Taylor. Osseo Fairchild travels to Cochrane Fountain City. Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran is at Independence Gilmanton. Augusta travels to Alma Center Lincoln. Melrose Mindoro is at Alma Pepin. That game being held at Pepin High School. Dunn St. Croix Conference tonight. The Cumberland girls are at Glenwood City. And in the Middle Border Conference tonight, Ellsworth hosting Baldwin Woodville. Altoona at Osceola. Somerset is at Prescott. That's what's happening around the area tonight in high school sports. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we're going to talk with Durand, Arkansas head coach Justin Rudetsky about the win against Chetek Weyerhaeuser last night and tonight's game against Baldwin Woodville. That's coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand, Arkansas boys basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. So we get ready for tonight's Durand, Arkansas, Baldwin Woodville boys basketball game. Joining us right now, Durand, Arkansas head coach Justin Rudetsky. Coach, well, let's talk last night a little bit about the Chetek Weyerhaeuser game. First time we met up with them, it was kind of a tough game, at least at the very beginning. No one wanted to score, but it was really the pressure of the defense that really made the difference.
It was. Our pressure got to them, but we couldn't get a bucket to go for us early on. Once we did, then we were able to set up in our press, and I thought that caused some fits on them for them, and that allowed us to get out in transition, get ourselves going, get a little lead going. And I thought really impressed with, they had some guys that can really fill it up from outside, throw a lot of threes up there. I thought we contested everything pretty well throughout the whole game. And they got themselves going a little bit in the second half, but we also, were right there in the second half, just trading buckets for the most part. And just a good win, first time playing those guys, and learning, you see stuff on film, but until you get out there and play against it on what they do. So happy to see how we did. It'll be interesting the next time we go up there. You usually always shoot better at home, right? So I'm sure they'll be eager to get back at us, but a fun new matchup against the new Chetek Weyerhaeuser team.
One of the things, they love putting up the threes, and they had some chances to do that, but it just seemed like they were doing everything to try to set that up. And again, the guys just kind of were like, one, that ain't happening. And with all of that pressure, their guys that wanted to shoot the threes just didn't seem comfortable. And if you're not, that being a player, you're just not going to get them to fall.
Yeah, I really think that pressure got them just antsy and out of sorts. And you could see it when they were trying to break pressure. And then, once our guys were locked in on them defensively, they couldn't get themselves open to get that shot. They had a lot of stuff they like to do with some screen and pop action, and we were ready for it and got out there, and that's where they were comfortable to shoot normally. And I felt we really opened up to let a guy through and then flew out there to get a hand up, and it caused problems for him.
Talking with Durand, Arkansas head coach Justin Rudetsky. Well, tonight it's kind of like it's almost like a tournament preseason here because we have back-to-back games. And so this taking on Baldwin Woodville, yes, they have a 2-14 record, but that back-to-back thing is kind of, we got to get ready for that.
Yeah, we talked about that after the game actually last night, saying, hey, this is to see where our bodies are going to be at. What do we got in the tank for a back-to-back? And hopefully that leads into playing a Friday, Saturday in a regional final type of game. And their record's what it is, but they, like last night, they lost by 3 to one of the top teams in their conference in Osceola, and I think that Osceola might be ranked 10th in D3 right now. So it's not like they're losing to some jokers. They're losing to some pretty good teams, and they're playing them real tough. And then they're going to look at us being a smaller school, and they're going to say, hey, this is our chance to get a W. So I expect a really good fight out of them, and I hope we're ready to battle on a back-to-back.
So what do they like to do defensively?
I see some man and some 2-3. They try to physical it up a little bit in their 2-3. I would expect to see that early from them, especially the way we shot last night to start the game. But I would expect to see that early, but we'll see.
Meanwhile, are they like Shatek, where they like to shoot from the outside, or do they want to just go to the post and pound it inside?
They have a few guys that'll shoot it, but I think a lot more inside. They run some of the old flex stuff to get looks in the block and pound it inside a little bit more. So maybe a little inside out to get some outside looks. But I think we'll try to see them, set the tone with some inside looks, especially early on.
Talking with the Durand, Arkansas head coach Justin Radetzky, that physicality part of it, that's always been something that is a concern because, again, look what we did to Shatek Weyerhaeuser last night. We get out of sorts, that can be a problem.
Yeah, and I just want to see some shots fall early, get some confidence going for ourselves. We see that, and you stretch out a zone a little bit, they tend to get out of it too. But it would be good for us, too, to see a longer game of zone where we are hitting the right spots and getting some looks in the short corner elbow area and how we can maneuver through that. So it'd be good practice for us, too, looking down the road.
Another thing I noticed with the game last night, and would you like to have tonight's game be similar? We started at 7 and we were out the door by 8:30. That game just went boom, boom, boom. Would you want to see that again tonight, or do you want to have it maybe stretch out a little bit?
Well, whenever it can, you get a good flow of a game and there's no, tons of fouls or that kind of action happening, that's a nice thing. That was pretty odd last night for how fast that game went through. But just as long as that game flow stays what it should, you don't want to see a sloppy game where both teams are fouling and turnovers and all over the place.
I will admit, we've talked about it before, there would have been no 35-second shot clock violations in that game last night, just because of how quickly it went.
Yeah, it really did. And, not a lot of people getting to the line when we're shooting a few more layups and threes. They're shooting a lot of threes and layups, so there wasn't a lot of it where we were even getting to the line even. So that's where you kind of have that downtime and dead time. So, yeah, it was a fast game last night.
Be a fun one tonight. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Durand, Arkansas head coach Justin Radetzky on the way. Starting lineups and tip-off. It's Durand, Arkansas and Baldwin Woodville in boys high school basketball coming up next on Real Country 1430 AM stereo WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM translator W297CH Durand.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
No other race is this iconic.
Richard Petty will win the Daytona 500, the Petty Crew. Jumping up and down on pit road, this Daytona 500 has had it all.
No other race is this thrilling.
Truex on the inside, Hamlin on the outside, and too close to call.
No other race is this life-changing.
Trevor Bayne gets the win for the Wood Brothers.
The 68th running of the Daytona 500.
February 15th, starting at 12:30 here on Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN.
Your computer is a radio. Log on to realcountry1430.com to listen online. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
Welcome back to Durand, Arkansas High School as we are just moments away from tonight's Durand, Arkansas and Baldwin Woodville boys basketball game. And a special welcome to the men and women serving in the military listening to our broadcast on our streaming audio service at realcountry1430.com. We'd like to say thank you for your service, and we hope tonight's broadcast brings you a taste of home wherever you may be serving. Streaming audio being brought to you by Adams Super Service of Durand, your Partners Network Car Care Center, and Prime Realty of Durand, the area's #1 home seller. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. Also, I'd like to say Thank you to, or welcome to those of you watching our broadcast as well on our streaming video service at our website. That is in partnership with the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board.
All those who are able to stand and remove your hats and join the coaches, players, and officials in honoring America and those who defend it as the Durand, Arkansas Panther Pep Band performs our national anthem.
Durand, Arkansas Pep Band with tonight's national anthem. All right, let's give you our starting lineups tonight. We'll start off with the Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks, 2-14 overall. Coming out tonight will be number 1, junior Joe Jensen. Number 5, sophomore JT Dackel. Number 10, sophomore Landon Kuski. Number 11, freshman Luke Jackie, and number 12, senior Dane Wienendahl. We are also introducing our seniors tonight. We'll go down to courtside for that.
They care, and they have a way of keeping things light while pushing each other to be better every day. They play hard, they practice with purpose, and they show up ready to work no matter the day. Their energy, connection, and love for the game have made this team closer and this season more fun than they'll ever know. I'm proud of the players they've become, but even more proud of the teammates and the people they are. Thanks for the memories, the laughs, and the heart you've given to this program. Enjoy every second. You've earned it. Fans, here's your Panther seniors. Ethan Mack. Eric Back. Lance Anderson. Thank you, Jameson. Matthew Kiepenbach. Mark Ryan. Now, let's meet tonight's starting 10. First, here's Coach Benoit and the Blackhawks.
Again, so they're introducing the Blackhawks again. Number 1, junior Joe Jensen. Number 5, sophomore JT Dackel. Number 10, sophomore Ledden Kuski. Number 11, freshman Luca Janke. And number 12, senior Dane Wienendahl. The Blackhawks in their red uniforms with the black numerals. And for the Durand, Arkansas Panthers tonight, they are 13-3 overall. It is senior night. And so coming out, number 4, senior Ethan Mack. Number 24, senior Max Anderson. Number 31, senior Dayton Jameson. Number 32, senior Matthew Diepenbrock. And number 33, senior Brett Brydon. Panthers will be in their white uniforms as well with the red numerals. And the Panthers, they will be going from right to left. The Blackhawks left to right here to start the game. Throughout the night, we're going to be thanking our high school sports sponsors as well. These are the businesses and organizations bringing you tonight's game as well. Please thank them, including Durand Napa Visit Durand Napa Farmers for all the custom hoses, bulk fluids, filters, tools, and all the parts you need to keep your equipment running on the farm during the winter with Napa know-how from Durand Napa and Riverside Plaza. Your Napa Car Care Center, Riverside Plaza, located at Durand Napa, Madison Street, Durand. Okay, so Anderson at center court. And he will be with Kusky for the tip. And the ball's up. It's tipped. We're underway. And the Blackhawks control to start the game. As they come across the timeline. Quick three ball is good by Jensen. Whoa, right away. 3-0 Blackhawks. And coming up across the timeline now is going to be Mack. Mack now over to Diepenbrock. Diepenbrock to Breidung. Back to Diepenbrock to Anderson. Now kicks it back out to Jamison. Jamison now to Mack to Jamison on the right wing. Jamison to Anderson at the top of the key. Round the horn we go now. Back to Diepenbrock on the left wing. Inside to Jamison, left baseline. Gets it back out to Diepenbrock now. Diepenbrock comes to the top of the key at the free throw line. Bounce pass to Mack. He'll drive in from the right wing. Gets cut off now. He's in trouble, loses the ball, and it's stolen, and the Blackhawks come up with it. Quickly across the timeline, Janke now. Janke will kick it back out to the right corner. Three ball on the way. It's gone. Whoa. Kusky with a three. A quick 6-0 Blackhawk lead. And across the timeline is Mack now. Mack over to Breidung. Breidung now will come over to the wing. Over to Jamison. Kicks it back out to Breidung. Breidung now over to Diepenbrock. Diepenbrock bounce pass to Anderson at the free throw line. Back to Jamison, right wing to Breidung. Breidung right corner now to Jamison. Jamison on the right wing. Inside to number 32. Diepenbrock up and in. 6-2. Blackhawks quickly back the other way. Now comes Janke. Janke now. Bounce pass over to Jensen. Jensen top of the key. Three ball shot. No good. Crash in the glass though. Rebounded by Kusky. Puts up the shot up and in. So it makes it now 8-2 Blackhawks. Over to Mack. Mack now to Jamison. Jamison back to Diepenbrock. Diepenbrock on the left wing. Over to Mack now. Shot put up by Anderson from the free throw line, up and in. And so quickly now back the other way. Janke. Janke now will get it to the top of the key now. Over to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl now to Jensen, right wing. Bounce pass inside to Janke. Janke turnaround jumper shot, no good. Tip gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out top of the key. Three ball on the way. It's good by Jensen. Bombs away here by the Blackhawks. 11-4 now. And across the timeline comes Mack. Mack over to Diepenbrock. Diepenbrock back at center now to Breidung. Breidung looking for someone inside. No one there now. Let's get it to Mack on the left wing. Cross-court pass now over to Jamison in the right corner. Inside pass to Anderson. Anderson drives inside. Underlays it. Gets his own rebound, though. Up and in. 11-6 now, Blackhawks. And quickly across the timeline now comes Janke. Janke at center now. Over to Kusky. Kusky now passes it off to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl over to Janke on the right wing. Round the horn we go. Wiedendahl now back on the right wing. Wiedendahl bounce pass inside to Janke. Janke kicks it into the lane. Knocking that ball. Oh, they're going to say it's off of Jensen. Nice defense by Diepenbrock to knock that ball down and knock it off of Jensen. It goes out of bounds. Panther ball. So inbounded now to Mack. 11-6 Blackhawks. And across the timeline comes Mack. Mack now cross-court pass over to Diepenbrock. Diepenbrock over to Jamison. Jamison right wing. Whistle travel. Billy Weisenbeck getting it ready to come in. Excuse me. No, we're going to get Weisenbeck and Berger coming in as Jamison and Diepenbrock come out. So inbounded now to Janke. Janke now will come across the timeline for the Blackhawks. Into the lane. Puts up a tough shot. Up and in. He went coast to coast on that one. Now to Breidung. Breidung across the timeline for the Panthers. 13-6 Blackhawks. Breidung now over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck on the right wing. Cross-court pass to Max. He comes in. Gets cut off. Loses the ball. He hesitated. And Janke with the steal. Dishes it off. Shot put up and in. Shot put up by Dockel. And that's in. 15-6 now, Blackhawks. Back the other way comes Berger. Berger now over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck cross-court pass to Mack. Mack now. Another cross-court pass onto the right wing. Back to Berger. Tries to drive inside. Can't do it. Weisenbeck now over to Mack. Mack back out to the top of the key. Weisenbeck left corner. Inside now to Anderson. Anderson dishes it off to Berger. Berger puts up a shot, whistling a foul. Foul will be on number 10. That's going to be on Kuski. Going to the line for 2 now is Berger. Thank you to Annabis Silo, your Husqvarna and Toro Lawn and Garden Equipment dealers. Highway 25 Durand. Bauer Plumbing and Septic, offering plumbing and septic services for new construction or home repairs. Call Chris at 672-8224. Free throw on the way is good. Amplify Health by Gunderson. Mondovi Clinic, affiliated with Gunderson Whitehall. And Thrivent Financial, downtown Durand. Your Thrivent Financial advisors are Tracy Fairweather and Carrie Scott. 114 West Main Street, Durand. Thrivent Financial, a strong and stable partner at your side. Second free throw, no good. Loose ball, though, coming up. But the Blackhawks do come up with it. And they come across the timeline now. 15-7 Blackhawks. Over to Dackel now. Dackel back over to Kuski. Kuski at the top of the key now to Janke. Janke hands it off to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl staying on the outside. Bounce pass now to the right wing to Dackel. Dackel inside now to Janke. Janke in the lane, puts up a shot. Partially blocked, tip back out to the top of the key. Shot put up on the 3 ball. Tip. Weisenbeck comes up with it. And to Berger now. Berger across the timeline for the Panthers. 15-7 Blackhawks. 12:52 left in the half. To Bryden. Bryden cross-court pass inside to Mack. Mack up and in. Oh, Mack got behind everybody. And a nice pass inside, up and in. And so now full court Panther press here. And Janke has to pass it off to Dackel, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Mack. So inbounding it in front of us is Jensen. Jensen inbounds it now to Janke. Janke will bring it across the timeline for the Blackhawks. Over to Kuski. Kuski now back to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl down to the wing, over to Janke on the right wing, top of the key now. And back to Kuski on the left wing, over to the top of the key to Dackel. Dackel now hands it off to Wiedendahl. He hesitates but has to kick it back out to Jensen, back on the outside. And staying on the outside now is Dackel. Dackel over to Jensen. Jensen trying to direct some traffic here now over to Kuski. Kuski standing on top of the key, into the lane, over to Wiedendahl. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Brydung. Brydung across the timeline now, over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck on the right wing. Cross-court pass to Mack. Mack left wing. Cannot get the 3. Now to Brydung. Brydung left corner. 3-ball shot off the side of the rim. And back the other way now comes Janke. Up over, lays it, no good, and rebounded by Dackel. Loose ball, though, coming up with it is Mack. Mack with the theft. And Mack now, cross-court pass, nearly intercepted. It is knocked down, and the Blackhawks now have it. Janke with that initial interception. Whistle, foul will be on Brydung. Fuentes and Kraleski coming in as Mack and Anderson take a seat. So inbounding it right in front of us is Jensen. 15-9 Blackhawks. And so inbounded to Janke. It comes across the timeline now. Over to Foster, who is in. Foster now to Jensen. Jensen over to Janke. Janke right wing. Driving inside of the lane is Foster. Foster tries to put up the shot. No, he has to dish it back off. And coming down the lane, and that is good. That was Danielson in with the shot to make it 17-9 Blackhawks. And across the timeline now. Over to Brydung. Cross-court pass now over to Berger. Berger right wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And coming up with it, Fuentes knocks the ball down. He manages to get the loose ball back over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck across the timeline for the Panthers. On the right wing now to Berger, to Fuentes. Fuentes over to Brydung. Brydung now to Berger. Berger left baseline. He's going to try and drive inside. Bounce pass inside to Weisenbeck. Puts up the tough shot. Whistling a foul. Weisenbeck now to the line. Foul will be on number 10. That's going to be on Kuski. And so going to the line for 2 is Weisenbeck. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, serving the Durand area for 5 generations. Find out about pre-planning funeral services online at goodrichfh.com. Alcivia Durand, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor. Alcivia Durand, first free throw, no good. SFB Security Financial Bank. Don't forget the Chippewa Valley Agriculture Conference, February 19th at Florian Gardens. Visit the Security Financial Bank website for more information. Next free throw on the way is good by Weisenbeck. So 17-10 now. Blackhawks nearly stolen. Coming back across the timeline and a travel on Kuski. And so it'll be Panther ball. And so Fuentes to inbound it for the Panthers. Inbounds it to Kraleski. Kraleski now across the timeline. Over to Fuentes. Fuentes over to Berger. Berger inside to Weisenbeck into the lane. Nice. Oh, intercepted. Intercepted by Kuski. Back the other way come the Blackhawks. Quickly back the other way. Kuski drives up. No shot. No shot. No shot on the floor. Foul. Foul will be on Fuentes. And so inbounding it will be Janke to our right. Inbounds it to Kuski. Kuski now kicks it back out to the top of the key. Inside to Foster. Foster up and in. Nice pass from the top of the key inside. 19-10 Blackhawks. And across the timeline now over to Brydung. Brydung now to Kraleski. Back to Brydung. Brydung. Cross-court pass to Fuentes on the right side. Over to Kraleski on the left wing. Kraleski now looking for a cutter. No one there, so it goes to Brydung. Brydung to Berger on the right wing. To the left wing to Fuentes. Pass inside, knocked out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds by Foster. And so coming in now will be Mack. Mack comes in for Brydung. 9:35 remaining in the half. 19-10 Blackhawks. Mack to inbound it to our right. Mack looking out to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck now at the free throw line, has to get it out to Berger on the right side. He is going to retreat back towards center. Now to Mack. Mack over to Kraleski on the left wing. Kraleski to Mack, staying on the outside to Fuentes. Fuentes over to Kraleski, top of the key now to Fuentes. Fuentes over to Berger. Back to Fuentes, staying on the outside. Kraleski on the left wing. Now to Mack, left corner. Around the horn we go, down to Berger. Berger over to Weisenbeck, top of the key. To Fuentes, right wing. Fuentes now gets it inside, but they have to kick it back to the outside. Driving in is Berger from the free throw line, whistling a foul. Foul will be on number 11, Janke, and going to the line for 2 now is Berger. Thank you to Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. First free throw on the way is good. Also, Sundstrom & Company, your local tax experts. Call them now to help out with those taxes. Give the Sundstrom & Company a call, 672-4425, and schedule that appointment today. And Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. Next free throw on the way is rims out, no good. And so it makes it 19-11 Blackhawks. And across the timeline now, Dockel on the left wing now to Foster. Foster hands it off to Danielson. Danielson now around the horn we go over to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl inside to Foster, driving the lane, puts up the shot, no good. And Anderson with the rebound. To Mack, nearly intercepted Mack. Has to get it back to Anderson now. Anderson over to Kraleski, to Fuentes in the right corner to Kraleski. Cross-court pass over to Mack. Mack now back to Berger. Berger to Kraleski, left corner. And it's tipped. Intercepted by Baldwin Woodville, up and in. And that is Janke with the steal. And the lay-in, 21-11 Blackhawks. And across the timeline now, over to Mack. Mack now to Fuentes. Fuentes to Mack. Back over to Kraleski, stayed on the outside. Kraleski now back to Berger. To Mack to Berger on the left wing. Tries to drive inside, can't do it. Outside now, Fuentes on the right wing. No shot available, he has to retreat back. Now back to Kraleski. To Fuentes. Fuentes to Mack. Mack on the left wing. Mack looking for anyone inside. Just not happening. They got that zone, and it's all packed inside. Cross-court pass now to Kraleski. Kraleski trying to work off a screen. Now he gets cut off. Out to Fuentes on the outside. Fuentes to Kraleski. Kraleski now. Back to Fuentes. Fuentes over to Berger. Berger on the left wing. Berger looking for Fuentes inside. Now inside to Anderson. Anderson drives inside, whistling a foul. Anderson to the line for 2. Foul will be on Janke, his second. Thank you to NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Oh, they're not going to call it a shot, huh? Okay, so it's just going to be on the floor. Okay, no free throws outside now to Kraleski. Kicks it back out to Anderson. Top of the key now to Fuentes. Fuentes looking for a cutter, but no one's there. Pass is going to be tipped and intercepted. Danielson comes up with it for the Blackhawks. Across the timeline they come. And now out to Foster. Foster now back to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl to Foster. Foster left wing now to Jensen. Jensen right wing. He's going to drive inside. Gets cut off. He stopped and Fuentes ended up running him over. And so that'll be a foul on Fuentes. And so inbounding it now to our right will be Wiedendahl. And inbounded now to Wiedendahl. They kick it back out, and that is Jensen. Jensen up and in the lane. Whistle timeout, Durand, Arkansas. With 6:32 remaining, it's 23-11 Blackhawks. And thank you to our high school sports sponsors, including Ensay & Associates, your auto owners agents downtown Durand. Also, Jerry Bear & Sons, featuring dog and pet food from Nutrisource and Diamond. Jerry Bear & Sons, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25. Durand, Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. And the Chen Fitz-Smith Funeral Home, serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services. Visit chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Without their help, we would not be here tonight at the Durand Arkansas High School with tonight's game. So please thank all of our sponsors for their help with our broadcasts. All right, 23-11. Blackhawks lead. And Panthers do have the ball. Inbounded to Mack as the timeout's done. We are back underway. Mack across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Kraleski. Kraleski now. Long cross-court pass over to Berger. Berger nearly lost it. Berger now back towards center. To Mack. Mack now to Brydung. Brydung over to Mack. Cross-court pass now to Berger. Berger right wing. Berger drives inside, tries to get it to Anderson. Anderson can't hang on. It goes out of bounds. Blackhawk ball. So inbounding it now will be Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl inbounds it to Jensen. And Jensen now. Here comes the trap at center court. He does get it across the timeline into the lane. Number 5, that's Dockel. Dockel at the free throw line, up and in. 25-11 now, Blackhawks. And across the timeline come the Panthers. High-low, here we go. 3-ball on the way. Scored by Berger. And so now full court Panther press to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl not across the timeline, intercepted. Intercepted by Berger. Berger inside to Kraleski. Stop, shot under, lays it. Rebounded by Berger, puts up a shot in the lane, rims out, no good. And it's going to be off of Berger. Oh boy. And so it'll be Blackhawk ball. Wiedendahl to inbound it. Wiedendahl inbounds it now to Dockel. Dockel. Cross-court pass to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl now. They get it across the timeline to Jensen. Here comes from the right wing. 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Brydung whistling a foul. Foul will be on Danielson. And so Brydung to inbound it. So inbounded now to Mack. And Mack across the timeline for the Panthers. Mack now at center. Mack over to Berger. Berger right wing. Now to Brydung to Berger. Berger right side. Now to Królewski. Królewski to Mack. Mack on the left wing. To Królewski to Berger. Berger right wing. Berger up to the top of the key to Mack. Mack thought about trying to drive inside. That ain't going to work. So to Brydung. Brydung left wing now. Over to Królewski. Left corner. Cross-court pass to Berger. Berger, he'll drive in from the right wing. Now over to Królewski. Królewski, left corner. Kicks it back out to Anderson. Top of the key. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Berger. Berger loses the ball. Loose ball, jump ball. It's a scramble for it. And so inbounding it will be Królewski. Looked like a rugby scrum there for a second. All right, inbounded now to Mack. Mack back to Królewski, to Mack. Mack at center, now to Berger. Berger right wing. Berger to Mack at center. Back to Królewski. Królewski left wing. Looking for Anderson inside. And it's going to be off of, well, I'm going to say it's going to be off of the Blackhawks. So it'll be, Brydung will inbound it to our left. So inbounded to Berger. Berger now, cross-court pass over to Mack, now to Królewski, right wing. Królewski to Mack at center. Inside to Anderson. Anderson to Królewski. Hesitates for a second. Now he kicks it back out top of the key. Driving inside is Mack. Mack's pass to Berger on the left corner. Can't take the shot. Now to Brydung. Brydung over to Królewski. Królewski comes down to the right wing. Cross-court pass to Berger. Berger drives in. Stopped. Oh, nice dish again out. Oh, he couldn't have taken the shot with Królewski. He gets it back out to Mack. Mack now over to Berger. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And crashing the glass was Anderson. Anderson knocks it out of bounds. It'll go back to the Blackhawks. 25-14 Blackhawks. 3:35 remaining in the half. Coming up, our Ansane Associates and Security Financial Bank halftime show. Inbounded now to Dackel to Jensen. Quickly across the timeline we go. Foster, 15-footer shot no good. Rebounded by Dackel. Whistle, foul. Counted in the foul. Foul will be on Berger. So going to complete the three-point play will be Dackel. Thinking of Bauer Built Tire. Let Bauer Built take care of all of your automotive needs. Give them a call for an appointment, 672-8300, or visit them online at BauerBuilt.com. Free throw, no good. Loose ball, and the Panthers do come up with it. And so across the timeline now, over to Berger, to Brydung. Brydung to Berger on the right wing. To Anderson, right baseline, back out to Berger. Right wing passes tip. Brydung, though, comes up with it. Drives inside. Shot good. Wow. Brydung just like kind of went right through traffic, put it up and in. 27-16 now. Blackhawks. Across the timeline now is Wiedendahl. Stolen by Mack. Mack overlays it. No good. Rebounded by the Blackhawks. And now to Jensen. And Jensen now comes across the timeline over to Danielson. Danielson, right wing. He's going to try to drive inside. Stop. Dishes it off to Foster. Puts up the shot. No good. Tip. Crashing the glasses. Dackel up and in. Inbounded to Weisenbeck. 29-16 Blackhawks. Weisenbeck now right wing. Over to Berger. Berger. He'll drive into the lane. Splits two defenders. Up and in. Oh, wow. And so 29-18 now. Blackhawks. As Wiedendahl now gets it across the timeline to Danielson. Back to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl over to Jensen. To Danielson. Puts up the shot. Whistle, foul. Go to the line for two. Foul's going to be on Anderson. Thank you to the Cottage from Floral Arrangements for gifts from Mom. Yep, Valentine's Day next Saturday. It's the Cottage, downtown Durand. First free throw, no good. The JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repair. It's the JKO Auto Body Shop, Madison Street, Durand. And Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Durand Fresh Market. Download the Fresh Market app at shopfreshmarkets.com. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson to Mack. Mack across the timeline now for the Panthers. 29-18 Blackhawks. Inside pass to Mack. On the baseline, kicks it out to Weisenbeck, left corner. Three ball, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Dockel. Minute 35 remaining in the half. Quickly back the other way now. Weisenbeck with the steal. What theft by Weisenbeck. Wow. Breidung now. Quickly back the other way to Mack. Mack can't hang on to it on the bomb. It goes out of bounds. Back to the Blackhawks. And so inbounding it now will be Wiedendahl. To Danielson, quickly back the other way. Danielson now bounce pass to Jensen. Jensen looking for a cutter, no one there. Jensen back at center. Danielson now right wing. Comes to the top of the key now. Over to the left wing to Jensen. Jensen now back at center now to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl. Cross-court pass to Dockel. Dockel top of the key now over to Foster. Foster right wing drives in, splits two defenders, up and in. And so now 31-18. And across the timeline come the Panthers. Inside to Mack. Mack now to Anderson, driving the lane, up and in. Now kicked by Breidung. We'll try that all over again. So inbounded now to Jensen. 28 seconds remaining. 31-20 Blackhawks. Inside now to Dockel. Dockel, stop, travel. Goes back to the Panthers. So inbounded to Mack, 21 seconds remaining. Mack across the timeline to Breidung. Breidung over to Mack. Mack now cross-court pass to Berger. Three ball on the way. Shot no good. And rebounded by the Blackhawks. 10 seconds remaining. Over to Jensen. Jensen loses the ball. Regains control. Foster comes up with it into the lane. Puts up the shot. Whistle and a foul. They'll go to the line for two with 1 second remaining. And going to the line, I think it's going to be number 12. Yep, that's going to be Wiedendahl. And the foul was on Berger. And first free throw on the way is good. Next free throw on the way, no good. Rebounded and a shot put up, and no shot, no shot. Wow, that was close. We're at halftime with the Blackhawks leading 32-20. It's Durand, Arkansas boys basketball on WRDN.
Time for the SFB Security Financial Bank and Ansay & Associates Halftime Show. Brought to you by Security Financial Bank. Secure your future at Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls. And by Ansay & Associates, your local auto owner's insurance agent, downtown Durand.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Your auto owner's agent serving the Durand area is Ansay & Associates, downtown Durand.
ABC News, I'm Chuck Sievertson. The FBI and Arizona's Pima County Sheriff's Department say they're aware of a new message on Nancy Guthrie, the missing Mother Today Show host Savannah Guthrie. No word what's in the message that sources tell ABC News was sent to a local media outlet. ABC's Alex Stone.
This is one of those stations. It was most of the local TV stations and TMZ that got the letter before. We only know at this point of this one station that has gotten this one, and then they immediately gave it to law enforcement.
A racist post on President Trump's social media account targeting former President Obama and his wife, Michelle Obama, that was up for hours has been taken down after widespread backlash, including from Republican members of Congress. The Justice Department says a key suspect in the deadly 2012 attack on the U.S. compound in Benghazi, Libya, has been taken into custody and will be prosecuted in Washington. Rallies on Wall Street today, including the Dow topping 50,000 for the first time. This is ABC News.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
As America's #1 motorcycle insurer, Progressive has your back.
Oh, like replacing my bike in case of an accident?
Progressive's total loss coverage can help with that.
Great. And you also agree with me that my riding club should ride to the aquarium instead of cruising around a mountain, right?
Actually, we just do insurance. We don't vote in riding clubs.
Nice. 2 votes for the turtle exhibit.
To be clear, Progressive has your back for insurance only. So get a quote and see if you can save.
What are you, some kind of turtle hater?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
Farmers, you're invited to the Chippewa Valley Agriculture Conference presented by Security Financial Bank, February 19th at Florian Gardens in Eau Claire. Come meet with local agriculture experts and learn strategies to grow your bottom line. Only $30 to attend. Lunch is included. To register, visit sfbank.com. The Chippewa Valley Agriculture Conference, February 19th at Florian Gardens in Eau Claire, presented by Security Financial Bank. Bankers who believe in agriculture. Member FDIC.
The Patriots and Seahawks wrapped up their practice week today. We'll square off in Super Bowl 60 on Sunday. I'm Bill Scott with sports. New England went from worst to first in 1 year. Quarterback Drake May asked when he thought this was possible.
Probably the win on the road at Buffalo was huge for us. I think just find a way to win that game against a tough opponent, on the road, a team that's been, historically, great in playoffs, had a home game, I think win streak and be able to win there. But really, other than that, I think just the continued success on the road has been huge for us. Continued success on the road and trying to find a way to do it one more time here.
Winter Olympics underway in Milan. Opening ceremonies were held this afternoon. Competition is now underway. Hockey Badgers open a 2-game weekend series against Notre Dame at the Kohl Center tonight. Wisconsin trying to end a 6-game losing streak. Top-ranked Badger women host number 2 Ohio State in a big 2-game weekend series starting tomorrow afternoon at LeBron Arena. Bucks will shoot for their 3rd straight win tonight. They'll host Indiana. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Your Auto Owners agent serving the Durand area is Ansay & Associates, downtown Durand.
Suarez strong on Spire Energy. I'm Susie Armstrong. The story next on NASCAR Today.
Do you have an unused car, truck, motorcycle, boat, or RV taking up space? Put it to good use by donating it to the NASCAR Foundation. Proceeds help fund medical resources for children in our racing community. Your wheels can heal. Call 844-NASCAR-9 and we'll come tow away your vehicle for free. The process is quick and your gift is tax deductible. Call 844-NASCAR-9 to donate your vehicle to the NASCAR Foundation today. Your donation will help our children survive and thrive.
The riders who face Daytona Supercross are built different. Withstanding the most unforgiving and grueling track is not just a point of pride, but of pure grit and determination. This battle can only be felt in person. Witness the action unfold at the only place in Florida where the biggest names will battle it out under the lights. Daytona Supercross is built different. It's built for champions. It's built for fans. The gate drops Saturday, February 28th. There's only one place to be. Secure your tickets and trackside access at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Daniel Suarez had an impressive first run with his new NASCAR Cup Series team, Spire Motorsports, during Wednesday's Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium. Starting deep in the 23-car field at 20th, the 34-year-old from Mexico finished 4th and is excited for what's next at the Daytona 500 and beyond.
We have a very young team, but at the same time experience and just a lot of energy, a lot of young blood. I really like that. This is a tough sport, like everyone is super energetic right now in February. Let's check in 6 months how things are going, so, and that's when, I felt like the good teams excel. And I think that this team is going to do just that.
I'm Susie Armstrong. This is NASCAR Today on the Motor Racing Network.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB. Bankers who believe in your farm, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com. Member FDIC.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Your Auto Owners agent serving the Durand area is Ansay & Associates, downtown Durand.
Welcome back to Durand, Arkansas High School halftime, 32-20 as the Blackhawks the lead from the JV game earlier tonight. Durand, Arkansas won that game 55-36. Right now for the Panthers, Mack has 2. Berger has 7. Weisenbeck 1. Anderson has 6. Diepenbrock and Breiding both have 2 apiece. But so far, the Blackhawks, they came out hot on the threes, and that's really been kind of what's been some of the big difference here. As Jensen has 8, Foster has 4, Dockel has 8, Kuski has 5 as well. So again, Blackhawks leading 32-20 here at halftime. Second half is coming up. You're listening to Durand, Arkansas boys basketball here on WRDN Durand.
The real deals come from Durand Fresh Market, and they can be found online. Download the Fresh Market Rewards app and sign up to have weekly deal alerts sent right to your phone. Find digital coupons and specials and earn reward points every time you shop at Durand Fresh Market. It's easy to use the app. Just add coupons and scan the app at the checkout. It's that easy. Visit the website at shopfreshmarkets.com for the latest weekly ad, extra national coupons, or to make product suggestions. Your hometown grocery store is Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand, and online at shopfreshmarkets.com.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Turn your smartphone into a radio. Download the free Android app at realcountry1430.com. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
Welcome back to Durand, Arkansas High School as we wrap up the halftime and go to the second half. Again, with the Blackhawks leading 32-20. Blackhawks will get the ball to start. They'll be going from right to left. The Panthers left to right. So, inbounded to Janke. We're back underway. And Janke will come across the timeline now for the Blackhawks to Jensen. Jensen inside pass on the alley-oop to Janke, up and in. And so 34-20 now. Blackhawks. Mack now over to Berger. Berger to Mack. Mack on the outside. Mack now. to Anderson at the free throw line. Turns around, puts up the shot off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Janke. Janke comes across the timeline for the Blackhawks. Over to Kuski. Kuski now to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl on the left wing. Wiedendahl top of the key now to Janke. Janke over to Dockel. Dockel right wing now into Wiedendahl. They kick it back to the outside now. Wiedendahl now on the right wing. Drives in. Dishes it over to the left corner. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Knocked out by Jensen. Over to Wiedendahl. And now it's Kuski. Kuski tries to drive in. Can't do it. Kicks it out to Dockel. 3-ball by Dockel to make it 37-20. And across the timeline now comes Mack. Mack now over to Berger. Berger right wing. Berger tries to drive into Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck left wing. Can't take the three. Now to Berger. Berger left corner. Now to Mack. Mack now trying to work off the screen over to Berger. Berger on the left wing. Cross-court pass to Weisenbeck. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And rebounded by Janke. Janke now across the timeline. 37-20 Blackhawks. Over to Jensen. Jensen now back to Janke. Janke right wing. Loose ball. Coming up with it though is Dockel. Cross-court pass now over to Kuski. Kuski on the left wing. Inside now, and they kick it back out. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Dockel. Now over to Janke. Tries to drive inside. Can't do it. Has to hand it off to Dockel. Dockel inside to Janke. Up and in. 39-20 now, Blackhawks. And across the timeline now over to Berger. Berger over to Mack now. Mack to Berger. Cross-court pass to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck looking for a cutter, no one there. Now a long cross-court pass to Mack. Mack left corner right corner tries to drive in, can't do it. Now to Breidung. Breidung right corner, 3-ball, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Anderson, whistling a foul. They'll go to the line for 2. And the foul is on Wiedendahl. And so Anderson shooting 2. Thank you to Numbers R Us, your daily money managers. 3rd Avenue West at Durand. Give Rhonda a call at 672-8093 and learn how a daily money manager can help your family. That's Numbers R Us. First free throw, no good. Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85, Durand. The hog sale going on right now at Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 at Durand. Second free throw was good. Makes it 39-21 now. Blackhawks quickly back the other way. Pass is tipped by Mack out of bounds. It'll stay Blackhawk ball. So inbounding it will be Kuski right in front of the Blackhawk bench. Kuski will get it out to Jensen. He'll have to come back across the timeline. Over to Kuski now. Kuski looking for a cutter. No one there. Now to the right wing. That is Jensen. Jensen hands it off now to Janke. Drives inside. Puts up the shot. Rims out. No good. Rebounded by Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck over to Mack. Mack across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Berger now. Berger to Mack. Mack top of the key. Head fakes the 3. Now over to Berger. Berger on the left wing. Drives inside. Inside to Anderson. Whistle foul. Foul will be on Jensen. Going to the line for 2 is Anderson. Thank you to Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Healthcare your way. Learn more at provisions.health. First free throw is good. 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom. Building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coop. First free throw good. Second free throw on the way is short, no good. And it's going to be off of Baldwin Woodville on that rebound attempt, so it'll stay Panther ball. And Breidung to inbound it to our right. And inbound it to Mack now. Mack in the right corner, comes out to the wing. Now has to retreat back out towards the center. Breidung now left wing to Berger, top of the key. Back over to Breidung. Breidung on the left wing. Now to Weisenbeck, left baseline. Cross-court pass now over to Berger. Kicks it out to Breidung. Breidung left wing. Now to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck bounce pass back out to Breidung. Left wing. 3 ball on the way is good by Breidung. So Breidung with the 3. 39-25 now, Blackhawks. And across the timeline is Janke. Over to Jensen now. Or check that is Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl now to Dockel, top of the key. Now over to the right or left wing, driving inside is Janke. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Anderson to Mack. Mack lets everybody go by. Mack now over to Breidung. Breidung inside to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck has the ball knocked out of his hands just as he was going up for it. It'll stay Panther ball. And so Breidung to inbound it to our right. 39-25, Blackhawks. Breidung over to Mack. Mack left corner, shot partially blocked, was tipped. Danielson comes up with it and hands it off to Janke. Janke now across the timeline. Over to Dockel. Dockel inside pass to Foster. Foster, though, can't take the shot, has to dish it back off. Shot put up, no good. Rebounded by Berger. Berger quickly across the timeline for the Panthers. Kicks it back out now to Mack. Mack left wing. Drives in, kicks it to the top of the key. Anderson, 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. Anderson gets his own rebound, though. Back to Mack. Mack over to Berger. Berger cross-court pass to Breidung. Top of the key, 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. Weisenbeck fighting for it. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk ball. And it'll stay Blackhawk ball now with Jensen to inbound it to our right. 39-25 Blackhawks. And so inbounded now to Janke. And Janke now bounce pass across the timeline to Jensen. Jensen now on the right wing. Over to Foster. Foster on the right wing now, looking for a cutter inside. Nearly stolen by Weisenbeck. Whistle travel, and it'll go back to the Panthers. And so Fuentes to inbound it. And he inbounds it to Mack. Mack will come across the timeline now for the Panthers. Baldwin Woodville leading 39-25. Over to Berger. Inside now to Breidung. Breidung puts up the shot, up and in. Breidung got behind everybody and right along that right baseline, up and in. And over to Janke now. 39-27 Blackhawks. Janke quickly across the timeline now into the corner to Dockel. Dockel comes back out to the wing and hands it back off to Janke. Janke now, top of the key now to Foster. Foster, he's going to drive into the lane. Whoa, travel, they didn't call it. Over to Jensen. Pass intercepted. And coming up with it is Berger. Berger back the other way. Stop. Kicks it back out now to Fuentes. Fuentes over to Mack at the top of the key. We're going to reset everything. Now to Breidung. Breidung right wing. Breidung cross-court pass to Berger. Berger inside to Fuentes. Now to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck in the lane. Loses the ball. And it's going to be off of Baldwin Woodville. And so inbounding it now will be Breidung. Breidung to our right will inbound it. Breidung out to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck back to Breidung inside. Puts up the shot, up and in. Whistle timeouts. Timeout Baldwin Woodville. 39-29. Blackhawks, 11:31 remaining. Thank you to the Riverside Grill. Visit the Riverside Grill for daily breakfast and lunch specials. That's the Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. O'Galley Cheese Factory. Hey, if you need some homemade pizza for the big game on Sunday, visit O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25, Durand. Martin Transfer to Mondovi. Visit their website at martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. Durand Improvement Group, many hands make light work. Volunteer to help with the community events. Visit durandimprovementgroup.org and the Paul Slusher Insurance Agency, your American Family Insurance agent serving Durand and Chippewa Falls. American Family Insurance that fits your needs. And Ryan's Sports Shop, ice fishing supplies are here, and it's ice fishing season, of course. Visit Ryan's Sports Shop downtown Durand for all of your ice fishing needs. Making hunting, fishing, and outdoor activities fun since 2006. That's Ryan's Sports Shop downtown Durand. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight at Durand, Arkansas High School. So the timeout is done, and Blackhawks have the ball. Blackhawks lead 39-29, 11:31 remaining in the game. Jensen to inbound it. Jensen inbounds it to Janke. Janke now has Briding in front of him. Here comes the trap. Janke gets across the timeline quickly. Now to the top of the key. Hands it off to Jensen. Drives in, up and in for the Blackhawks. Inbounded now to Berger. Berger across the timeline now for the Panthers. Down by 12. Briding inside to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck kicks it back out to the top of the key. Round the horn we go now over to Kraleski. Kraleski left wing to Weisenbeck inside. Bounce pass inside to Fuentes. Puts up the shot. Whistle foul. Fuentes to the line for 2. Foul will be on number 11, Janke. And so to the line for 2 is Fuentes. Thank you to Durand Napa Farmers. Visit Durand Napa for all the custom hoses, bulk fluids, filters, tools, and all the parts you need to keep that equipment running on the farm this winter with Napa know-how from Durand Napa. First free throw rims out, no good. Riverside Plaza, your Napa Car Care Center for all of your car care needs. Riverside Plaza, located at Durand Napa, Madison Street, Durand. And next free throw on the way is good by Fuentes. 41-30 now. Blackhawks. Full court press. Intercepted. Intercepted by Kraleski to Berger. Berger to Fuentes. Left wing. 3-ball shot. No good. Whistle foul on the Panthers. Fouls on Berger. So inbounding it now will be Kuski. Coming in now is Mack. Inbounding it now, Kuski to inbound it. And Kuski looking. And Kuski now quickly back the other way after getting the pass back from Danielson. Now to the top of the key, now to Jensen. Jensen now over to Kuski. Kuski looking for a cutter, no one there. Staying on the outside now to Danielson, left wing, back to Kuski, trying to drive left baseline, can't do it. Now he'll try to go into the lane, bounce pass inside. Loose ball, still a loose ball, and coming up with it is Foster. Foster now kicks it back out to the top of the key now. Round the horn we go, over to the left corner to Jensen. Jensen inside to Dockel. Dockel can't take the shot. Back out to Jensen, drives in, 15-footer, rims out, no good. Tip. Bryden comes up with it. Approaching the 10-minute mark. Mack quickly back the other way now. Mack to Bryden. Bryden, he's going to drive in. Stop, shot, no good. And rebounded by the Blackhawks. Whistle. And a foul on the Panthers. Foul will be on Mack. And so it'll be a Blackhawk ball. Inbounding it on the far side will be Kuski. And inbounded now to Danielson. Back out to Kuski. Kuski on the outside. Now to Jensen. Jensen now over to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl looking for a cutter. Now can't find one. Has to hand it off to Kuski. Kuski on the right wing. Kuski cross court pass to Danielson. Now over to Jensen on the left wing. Jensen now. Cross-court pass to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl back over to Dockel. Dockel left wing, can't take the shot. Around the horn we go now on the outside to Kuski. Kuski, he's going to drive in. Stop, shot, no good. Tip, rebounded by Danielson. Off the glass, up and in. 43-30 now, Blackhawks. 9 minutes remaining. Across the timeline comes Mack. Mack now over to Kraleski. Drives right baseline, stop, shot, and good. Kraleski comes in from the right corner on the baseline, up and in. And whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Kraleski this time. And so inbounding it now will be Dockel. Nope, check that. They're going to change that up. Kuski to inbound it. And inbounded now to Janke. Janke now will come across the timeline for the Blackhawks. Leading 43-32. Drives in, puts up the circus shot. No good. Rebounded by Królewski. Królewski quickly across the timeline. Back the other way. Into the lane. Stop shot. No good. Rebounded by Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl back the other way to Kuski. Kuski now back out towards the center to Janke. Janke at center now, down to the wing to Danielson. Danielson looking for someone inside. Whistle foul. Foul will be on Brydon. So inbounding it now will be Kuski to our left. 8:17 remaining in the game. 43-32 Blackhawks. And inbounds it to Janke. Janke now across the timeline for the Blackhawks. Over to Danielson. Danielson top of the key now to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl over to the left wing. Now driving inside from the wing. Whistle and a foul. Offensive foul on Baldwin Woodville on Janke. That's his fourth. And so inbounded now to Mack. Mack across the timeline now. Over to Królewski. Królewski right wing back to Mack. Mack now over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Mack. Mack cross-court pass to Brydon. Left wing three ball. Shot no good. Rebounded by Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck puts up the shot up and in. Timeout. 30-second timeout. Baldwin Woodville 43-34. Blackhawks 7:40 remaining in the game. Thank you to Annabeth Silo, your Husqvarna and Toro Lawn and Garden Equipment dealers. Highway 25 Durand. Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service, offering plumbing and septic services for new construction or home repair. Call Chris at 672-8224. Amplify Health by Gunderson Mondovi Clinic, affiliated with Gunderson Whitehall and Thrivent Financial of Durand. Your Thrivent Financial advisors, Tracy Fairweather and Carrie Scott, 114 West Main Street, Durand. Thrivent Financial, a strong and stable partner at your side. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts here on WRDM. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight at Durand, Arkansas High School. Okay, so with the timeout over, Baldwin Woodville will get the ball. Full court Panther press once again. Kuski to inbound it. Kuski looking and inbounds it now to Jensen. Jensen on the far side. Gets across the timeline, hands it off to Wiedendahl. Inside a pass to Danielson. Head fakes, puts up a shot, overlays it. Coming up with a rebound is Berger. Berger quickly back the other way. Berger now to Brydon. Brydon over to Królewski on the left wing. Back to Brydon. Cross-court pass to the right wing to Mack. Back over to Berger. Berger bounce pass to Królewski. Królewski gets tripped up but manages to get the ball off to Berger. Berger to Mack. Mack now over to Brydon, right wing. To Mack. Mack at center. Now to Berger to Królewski. Left wing to Berger. To Brydon. Brydon now left baseline. Back out to Berger. Berger over to Mack. Mack right wing now to Królewski. Right corner to Mack. Mack comes down to the wing. Back over to Królewski. To Mack. Mack back at center. Mack now. Cross-court pass over to Berger. Back to Mack. Staying on the outside. Mack now over to Królewski. To Brydon. Brydon over to Berger. Back to Brydon. Cross-court pass now to Królewski. Back out to Mack. Mack left wing. Drives inside. Can't take the shot though. Back out to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck. Round the horn we go to Berger. Berger over to Królewski. Left corner. Three ball. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Berger. Or by Brydon. Brydon up and in. Brydon with the rebound and the shot. 43-36. Foul will be on Królewski. And so now inbounding it to our right will be Kuski. Husky looking, still looking, and inbounds it now to Dockel. Dockel across the timeline, 43-36 now. Blackhawks over to Foster. Foster drives inside, whistle, or ball's put up, knocked out of bounds by the Panthers. So inbounding it now will be Jensen. Jensen looking, still looking inbound, and inbounded to Wiedendahl. He drives in, puts up the shot, up and in. Inbounded now to Mack. Mack across the timeline for the Panthers. Round the horn we go over to Krolewski. Now cross-court pass to Brydon. Brydon on the right wing, looking for a cutter. No one there. Over to Mack on the left side. Now to Berger. Berger inside to Brydon. Brydon in the lane, kicks it back out now to Mack. Mack's going to drive into the lane, kicks it back out to the wing. 3 ball on the way. Shot's good by Berger. Whistle, timeout. Timeout, Durand, Arkansas. 45-39. Blackhawks, 5:16 remaining. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, your authorized location for monuments from Lifetime Memorials. Call the Goodrich Funeral Home of Durand for more information. Elsivia Durand, your certified Cenex Real Ruby Fieldmaster distributor. That's Elsivia Durand, SFB Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand. And Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit adventhealth.com for more information. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts here on WRDN. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight. All right. So it's Blackhawk ball. 45-39 Blackhawks, 5:16 remaining in the game. As Kuski to inbound it. Kuski looking, still looking. Here comes the bomb, and it's going to be knocked down. Coming up with it, though, is Dockel. Dockel now back out to Jensen. Round the horn we go now over to Foster. Foster on the right wing. Knocked down, loose ball, but it's going to be tipped, so it'll stay. There's no over and back. Dockel now quickly back across the timeline. And tries to hand it off is Van Wiedendahl. He'll drive inside, puts up a shot. No shot. Travel. Travel before the shot and the foul. Panther ball. So inbounded now to Mack. Mack across the timeline now for the Panthers. Down by 6. Approaching the 4:46 mark. As cross-court pass now over to Berger to Brydon. Brydon to Berger. Berger on the right wing. Over to Weisenbeck. Cross-court pass to Krolewski. Back to Berger. Berger looking for a cutter. No one there. He's going to drive inside. Stop. Shot. And no good. Overlays it. And coming up with it is the Blackhawks. Foster whistling a foul. Foul will be on Brydon. Bonus the rest of the way for the Blackhawks on the next foul. 4:22 remaining in the game. So inbounding it now will be Kuski. Kuski inbounds it to Jensen. Jensen now comes across the timeline. Gets it to Janke. Janke now. Back in with 4 fouls. Cross-court pass over to Dockel. Now over to Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl kicks it back out to Dockel. Dockel to Jensen. Jensen inside pass to Wiedendahl. Kicks it out, puts up a shot, no good. Another shot, whistling a foul. All right, foul will be on Weisenbeck. Going to the line for 2 now is Kuski. Thank you to Sundstrom & Company, your local tax experts. It's tax time. Give Sundstrom & Company a call, 672-4425 to schedule that appointment today. First free throw on the way, no good. Charles LP Gas and Appliance offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service. Charles LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. So Kuski now, second free throw. On the way. No good. Oh, it's good. Kuski makes the second one to make it a 7-point lead. Across the timeline now will come the Panthers. So over to Berger. Berger now. Top of the key. Over to Mack. Mack inside to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Breidung on the right baseline. Around the horn we go now. Over to Królewski, left wing. Drives inside. Kicks it back out. Mack, 3-ball on the way. Shot rims out. No good. And Breidung saves it to Mack. Mack drives in. Whistle. Foul. Offensive foul. And so it'll go back to the Blackhawks, leading by 7. 46-39, 3:26 remaining. And so ball's knocked down on the inbound, but coming up with the loose ball was Janke, and there's going to be a quick whistle and a foul. Foul's on Weisenbeck, and so going to the line for the 1-and-1 now is Janke. Thank you to Prime Realty of Durand. Visit Prime Realty at PrimeRealtyMidwest.com. Prime Realty, they are the area's #1 home seller. Adam Super Service, your Partners Network Car Care Center, Durand. Free throw, no good. Tipped out, and the Blackhawks come back up with it. 3-ball on the way. Shot's good by Jensen on the 3. And quickly back the other way now. Back to a 10-point lead for the Blackhawks. Over to Breidung. Breidung, 3-ball. Shot no good. And rebounded by the Blackhawks. Quickly back the other way, Wiedendahl. Wiedendahl, no shot, no shot. So what, it's a travel? Nope. Illegal screen on Jensen, so it'll go back to the Panthers, no shot. All right. So... And inbounded now to Berger. And Berger now over to Królewski to Berger. Over to Breidung. Breidung, left wing. Cross court pass to Królewski. Over to Berger. And Berger now kicks it out to Breidung. Breidung puts up the 3. Shot no good. Bomb back the other way over to Dockel. Dockel to Kuski. Kuski up and in. And quickly back the other way come the Panthers. And that is Berger. Overlays it, no good. Rebounded by the Blackhawks. And Blackhawks now, quick foul. Foul will be on Berger. And so going to the line will be Janke. 2:25 remaining, 51-39 Blackhawks. So they had it down to 6. Free throw on the way is good. Coming up, our Bowerville Panther postgame show. We'll talk with Coach Radetsky and then also preview our next broadcast as well. And so next free throw on the way, no good. Rebounded by Breidung. Breidung over to Berger. Berger now gets over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck puts up a tough shot, whistling a foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Foul will be on Wiedendahl. All right. Thank you to Entech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand, and St. Associates, your auto owners agents downtown Durand. Free throw no good. And Jerry Barron's Sons. Visit Jerry Barron's Sons. Find out about the feed purchase program, where when you buy 12 bags of either equine or poultry feed, get the 13th bag free. Jerry Barron's Sons, Highway 25 Durand. Next free throw on the way, no good. Rebounded by the Blackhawks. And loose ball. And it's going to be off of the Panthers, so it'll stay Blackhawk ball. Fuentes getting ready to come in. So inbounding it will be Wiedendahl. And Wiedendahl now throws it away. 2:11 remaining, 52-39 Blackhawks. And so inbounding it will be Brydung. Brydung over to Mack. Mack now on the left wing. Mack to Brydung. To Mack. To Brydung. Brydung. Bounce pass inside to Weisenbeck. He can't hang on to it. Coming up with it is Janke. Janke now. Cross-court pass to Jensen across the timeline. And driving in, Jensen puts it up. Underlays it. No good. Whistle foul. Foul will be on Baldwin Woodville. And so bonus for the Panthers. So we'll start free throws for both teams now on fouls. So going to the line for the 1-and-1 will be Berger. Minute 50 remaining. And free throw on the way is good. Next free throw on the way by Berger is good. Makes them both to make it 52-41. Quickly back the other way comes the Blackhawks. Kuski on the bomb, up and in. Over to Brydung. Brydung across the timeline now. Brydung, 3-ball, shot no good. Tip. Weisenbeck with the rebound, puts up a shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. And quickly back the other way now is Janke. Janke escapes, gets across the timeline. Minute 22 remaining. 54-43 now, Blackhawks. On the far side, they're going to play keep away. Over to Janke. I don't think the Panthers are going to foul anymore at this point. Janke now over to Dackel. Dackel puts up the shot, blocked. Blocked by Berger. Berger quickly back the other way for the Panthers. Takes it coast to coast, no good. Rebounded by Brydung. Brydung puts up the shot, up and in. Timeout. Timeout, Durand, Arkansas. 55 seconds left, 54-45 now. Blackhawks. Coming up, our Bowerville Panther postgame show. Thank you to Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner, the Chen Fitz-Smith Funeral Home serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning services by visiting chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. Bowerville Tire, let Bowerville take care of all of your automotive needs. Give them a call at 672-8300 or visit them online at bowerville.com. The Cottage, from floral arrangements to gifts for mom. Don't forget Valentine's Day, a week from Saturday. Order those flowers now from the Cottage, downtown Durand. The JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repair. It's the JKO Auto Body Shop, Madison Street, Durand. Durand Fresh Markets, your hometown grocery store, Durand Fresh Market. Visit shopfreshmarkets.com and download the Durand Fresh Market app. Numbers are us, your daily money managers, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Call Rhonda at 672-8093. Learn how a daily money manager can help your business. Also, Durand Smokehouse, where the hog sale going on now at Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. And Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Healthcare your way. Learn more at provisions.health. All right, so the timeout is done. And Jensen to inbound it. Jensen looking and inbounds it now to Janke. Janke back to Jensen. Now over to Janke. Janke to Jensen. Jensen will get it across the timeline to Janke. 44 seconds remaining now. Playing keep away here over to Jensen. Jensen now over to Kuski. Kuski cross-court pass. Round the horn we go over to Janke. They're just going to run out the clock. It looks like down to 33 seconds. Nearly stolen. Whistle over and back. So they're going to call it over and back. It'll go back to the Panthers. So Brydung to inbound it. Inbounds it to Mack. Mack to Brydung. Brydung over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Brydung. Top of the key to Weisenbeck. Right wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot rims out. No good. Loose ball. Jump ball. .17 seconds remaining. And again, Blackhawks going to win this game tonight. Oh, we're going to do one more timeout. Okay, 30-second timeout. All right, so Panthers going to at least do one play here. Again, down 54-45 with 17 seconds remaining. We have our Bowerville Panther postgame show coming up. Hope to talk with Coach Radetsky, and we'll hopefully have some scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. And we'll preview our next broadcast, too, all coming up on our Bowerville Panther postgame show. All right, timeout is done. So inbounding it will be Brydung. To our right, Brydung inbounds it to Berger. Berger now to Brydung. Brydung, 3-ball on the way. Shot rims out, no good. Rebounded by Fuentes, up and in. And timeout, Panthers. Well, Coach Radetsky's like, you know what, I'm going to use all my timeouts. Final timeout for the Panthers, by the way, with 9 seconds remaining, 54-47 now. Blackhawks leading. And again, Blackhawks jumping out to that big lead right at the very beginning of the game and never looked back. Panthers did get it down to as low as 6. Then the Blackhawks pulled away once again. And so right now it's back to 7. So Blackhawks are on the verge of winning this game here. 9 seconds left. And to inbound it will be Jensen. Now they're still trying to figure out, okay, they have the possession the correct way. All right. All right, so Baldwin Woodville to inbound it. Jensen to inbound it. And inbounds it to Janke. Whistle, quick foul. Foul will be on Mack. So we're going to go shoot free throws. And going to the line is Jensen for 2. First free throw on the way. Rims out, no good. And free throw on the way is no good. Rebounded by Fuentes. Quickly back the other way to Brydung. Brydung, 3-ball on the way. Rims out, no good. And rebounded by Berger. He puts up the shot. That's the end of the game. So the Blackhawks win it tonight by a score of 54-47. And coming up, we have our Bowerville Panther postgame show coming up next. You're listening to Durand, Arkansas boys basketball on WRDN.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Durand Panther Sports broadcast on WRDN. Time now for the Bowerville Panther post-game show, brought to you by Bowerville Tire and Service, with locations in Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bowerville Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bowerville Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bowerville, built on service.
Welcome back to Durand, Arkansas High School, where tonight Baldwin Woodville wins it 54-47. Let's run down scoring for tonight. For Baldwin Woodville, Jensen had 14. Or check that, 13. Jensen had 13 on the night. Foster had 4. Dockel had 11. Kuski had 10. Janke had 9. Wiedendahl 3. Danielson 4. And with the win, the Blackhawks improved to 3-14. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, Kraleski had 2. Mack had 2. Berger had 12. Weisenbeck had 5. Fuentes had 3. Anderson had 8. Diepenbrock 2. And Breidung had 13. With the loss, the Panthers fall to 13-4. Well, once they got out to that big lead right in the beginning of the game, they never looked back. The Blackhawks win tonight by a score of 54-47. Coming up on our Bowerville Panther postgame show, we'll go ahead and see if we can get some scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard, and hopefully have a chance to talk with Coach Radetsky and also preview our next broadcast. That's all coming up on the Bowerville Panther postgame show, being brought to you by Bowerville Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand, Arkansas boys basketball on WRDN.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Durand, Arkansas High School tonight. Baldwin Woodville wins it 54-47 in a non-conference basketball matchup. Meanwhile, from the JV game earlier tonight on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard, Durand, Arkansas won that one 55-36. Other games that were following tonight, Colfax at Elmwood Plum City in boys basketball. Also, Boyceville at Spring Valley, Eau Claire North at Menominee. A lot of these are boys' games. Lewiston Altura at Wabasha Kellogg, and boys basketball and girls basketball, Wabasha Kellogg at Lewiston Altura. Also, Clear Lake at Glenwood City tonight. Red Wing at Faribault in boys basketball tonight as well. So those are some of the scores that we're following on the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. And again, none of the games have really updated just yet. Those should be coming, though, here shortly. You can check that out again on the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. Next broadcast is coming up on Monday. The home cooking continues as we'll be here for the Mondovi game. And coming over now is Durand, Arkansas head coach Justin Radetsky. As we're going to talk with Coach as well, as Coach now comes in. And Coach, well, last night they couldn't hit the threes to start the game. Tonight, that's what they did to start the game. Hit those threes and you could just never come back.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't really falling for us early either. Most of the game, actually, we had a lot of rim stuff rattle in and out. Wasn't disappointed with our effort. It was there, but man, when it came to a 50-50 ball, it's like they just had that one extra couple inches and taking it from us time and time again. I felt when we had to scramble, we were getting some pressure, getting there, and then they would sneak through, and we didn't rotate down, and they got some easy ones on the block. So it never really, we got a run going, and then they always broke our back with that slip out, and they found them on the block. Fought back, made it interesting, but just not enough.
Yeah, I think you had it down to 6. They took a timeout, and then they kind of just went on a really quick run. And I think one of them was they got another big 3, and that was kind of it.
Yeah, they kind of broke our back with that. You know, we spend all that energy trying to catch back up, get back in it, and then they hit one like that and hurts. But yeah, I mean, and they're in a bigger conference, right? They play some big teams, and you could see that in the way some of their guys played, and just tougher that way, and that's good for us. We play that way. That's our style too. But it's good to play against teams that are just as tough like that. And you know, you hate losing, but it was a good, tough battle, and we'll learn from it.
All right. Well, Coach, again, tough loss tonight, but thanks for coming up.
Yeah, thank you.
And that's Durand, Arkansas head coach Justin Radetzky. Again, final score tonight: Baldwin Woodville wins it 54-47. In the JV game, the Panthers won that one 55-36. Again, our next broadcast Monday night: Panthers taking on Mondovi. The Advent Health Panther preview will be at about 7 o'clock tip-off at 7:15. Until then, been listening to Durand, Arkansas boys high school basketball here on Real Country 1430 AM stereo, WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, Brian Winnekins. Have a great evening and a great weekend.